I don't know how this has happened. Nigeria, no, not the Golden Eaglets, not Nigeria. Why does the Dutch U17 squad, why does the Ajax players, specifically from the Dutch U17 squad, have to be so good? Sontje Hansen, take a bow, my young one, take a bow. A hat trick in the round of 16, including a beautiful celebration for his final goal for the hat trick, a penalty, and 2 more goals, pretty much capping off what has been a really weird U17 World Cup for this Dutch-Netherlands squad. They only won 1 game in the group stages. They lost to both Japan, that was 3-0, and they lost to Senegal, I think it was 4-1. They lost to Senegal, and they got a victory over the US, which sent them in as one of the next best teams, going against Nigeria, who won their first 2 games in the group, securing their spot. They were actually magnificent to watch, especially Ibrahim Said and Peter Olawale. They were amazing in the group stages, and they just went, kaput. They were nothing in this game. Nigeria had 24 shots, had 7 on target. Netherlands had 12 shots and 6 on target. So no efficiency whatsoever from the attack from the Golden Eaglets. Not to mention they hit one off the woodwork in what I thought was going to be the redeeming goal to bring it back at 2-2. I thought Nigeria were finally going to tie up the game, going to send this, not in the extra time, but they're going to put the pressure on, essentially. That's what I thought was going to happen. And it just all went downhill from there, didn't it? Because Sontje Hansen got his 3rd goal, and the Netherlands are moving on to the quarterfinals. They've won 2 games, and they are now quarterfinalists of the U17 World Cup. I give full props to what Peter van der Veen has been able to do with this squad. I mean, he's literally, essentially, you take play like Kijana Hover, Wrench, Adine Taylor. You take these guys who they've had a somewhat shaky start to the tournament. They really struggled in the first game against Japan defensively. There wasn't a lot of cohesion. There wasn't a lot of linking up play. Ian Matson, I think so you say, the Chelsea Academy product, who had so much sort of potential coming into this tournament as what could be one of the best players for any team in the tournament, one of the best individual talents at the U17 level. He hadn't been performing quite to that level. Wasn't really there against Japan. Was there against Senegal, but it didn't mean much because Senegal were already dominating the games. And then you get to the game 3 where all they have to do is beat the US. They beat the US handily, may I add. I think the game ended 4-0. I could not watch that game. I think Netherlands scored 3 goals, and I was like, I'm out. I didn't even want to make a video on it. But in this game, I think Netherlands finally found that formula. Jaden Braaf, it's actually such a miracle dribbler. I didn't expect there to be so many great dribblers on the Netherlands team, especially with the amount of Ajax players that are in this squad. Usually Ajax, you think less dribbling, more passing, more running, and more sort of discoveries. You let the midfielders have the dribbles, have all the touches. You make the good runs, you make the good passes, stay defensively sound and tactically astute in terms of your movement, your formation, your pressing, that type of stuff. That's usually what Ajax is, especially at the youth level, are very, very good at drilling into young youth players. But in this game, there was a lot of individual effort, specifically Sontje Hansen. Fantastic individual effort. This is exactly what the Netherlands have been waiting for, and I think honestly the US game was sort of a wake-up call for them. It's like, oh, well, we need these things to click together, and we need them to click now because we need results if we're gonna have at least somewhat decent showing at this U17 World Cup, because they did so well at the U17 Euros. So you'd expect them to be able to continue that type of running of form, and they did exactly that. In Nigeria, Olusegun getting the only goal, Olusegun getting the only goal for Nigeria in this contest, which was actually really beautiful because it happened as well in the first half. So it gave me some sort of hope that Nigeria could have been able to stay in this game, and I really did think that they were going to stay in it. The penalty towards the end of the game, the handball, I mean, VAR is one great technology. If it wasn't for VAR, I don't think they called penalty no matter what, but I mean, VAR confirmed it as well. Handball to give away the third goal, and I feel like that's been sort of Nigeria ever since the first two games. Nigeria's just been sort of shooting. Even with the first two games, Nigeria, I think they've given away, what, 3 or 4 penalties in this U17 World Cup, and I think that's going to end up being the deciding factor, is not being disciplined enough when it comes to defending in the box, and realistically, Nigeria should have had some of the better chances in this game. They did have some of the better chances, I think, but just getting shots on target. I'm a little upset that Olawale and Ibrahima Saeed, who both have showed in spurts in this tournament that they have amazing potential going forward, especially Ibrahim Saeed. He has such good, skills, dribbles. He was amazing in the first two games, maybe even the third game as well in this tournament. But they just couldn't put it together at the right time, and it really sucks because I wanted to see this Nigeria squad, the most winningest squad in the U17 World Cup. I wanted to see them go far. I wanted to see what they were, going to be able to do. I wanted to see them face another African nation. I'm not going to lie. I wanted to see them play the likes of a Senegal or an Angola. Angola were unfortunately eliminated by Korea, so we're never going to get to see that because now that's 2 African countries down in one day. Cameroon already eliminated in the group stage. It is now just Senegal. Senegal is the last of the African Cup of Nations teams to still be alive. But Europe, although they had struggled to get teams in other knockout rounds, Italy, the Netherlands, and France also, they struggled to make their way here. Spain also found their way as well. But the Netherlands, they came true at the right time, and my goodness, what a time it was. Sontje Hansen giving this Netherlands U17 squad the big boost that they need. They passed Nigeria 3-1 in the round of 16. They're moving on to the quarterfinals. I don't know if it's Korea that they will be facing, because Korea as well beat Angola today, but I mean, if they're playing Korea, I think Netherlands are probably the favorites in that matchup as well. So we may see this Dutch squad end up with a semi-final appearance after only getting 1 win out of the group. And I mean, you take what you can get at this point. If you're this Dutch squad, if you're Peter van der Veen, you take what you can get. A good Dutch showing is always welcomed. So yeah, obviously let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.